Hey guys, I wanted to hop on and just talk about a few things to help you with when you do get your urinary catheter removed and just how to move forward in those first few days. Really depending on the person, depending on your own health status and what kind of surgery you had done and how invasive that was and how complicated that situation is for you personally, your healing timeline will be very unique and very different. Your doctor will give you kind of a rough estimate of like what to expect and about how long things will take, but there is no way to standardize how your unique situation will be. So give yourself some grace and time and just follow your doctor's orders. That's the first and most important thing I can tell you. So my urologist and surgeon told me to not ask, he told me to set an alarm on my phone for every 4 hours at night. So basically you go to bed at like 10 o'clock, you need to set an alarm by about 2 a.m. to get up and empty your bladder. The reason being, he wants to make sure the bladder is not getting to a full stretched capacity like you would have been able to handle pre-surgery. Your bladder was a different bladder at that point, right? We're getting back to that, but it's going to take some time. So for that 4 hour window, usually from that first experience I had, I did not make it to the 4 hour mark. It was like every hour and a half, anywhere from an hour to 2.5 hours. I was already up with that sensation of like, ooh, I need to go potty. So the first few days as well, the day of and then the next 48 hours, you will, I feel like, just need to void a little more frequently. You will feel the urgency to urinate. What I experienced too is it was kind of like sudden, and I felt like, wow, my bladder feels full. And then you realize it's really not that much volume that was in there. It's just that your bladder is adjusting. So again, give yourself the grace and time to adjust to your own unique situation. It will take several weeks, is what I was told, to really get back to normal. So, but that being said, if you're able to stay home, if you're able to, wherever you work or go to school or any kind of other situations you have throughout the day, if you are able to be close to a bathroom, that is ideal, because he said, even during the day, I don't want you holding it or waiting till you get home or whatever. He's like, when you have to pee, go pee. Do not put more stress on your bladder. So that was really helpful to hear. Like, okay, so just knowing what to expect. Also, my doctor told me that it would just take those first few days really anyway to make sure that my bladder had healed properly. I had a VVF, which is a vesicovaginal fistula repair. So my most recent surgery was a double repair. It involved like gynecological and urological repairs. So everything else on the gynecological vaginal end, that will be checked up on later eventually. But right now, the most crucial thing to focus on is the bladder, of course, the urological aspect of things. So just making sure that I'm able to let my bladder continue to heal. So that is super important. But in saying that, my doctor told me that in these first few days, I was getting sidetracked, I'm sorry. My doctor told me these first few days, he said, we will kind of know within probably 72 hours to a week if both repairs have been successful, if I don't have to have more advanced, more complicated surgery. I'm really hoping not. I don't know if I can handle another one, but he said that will present itself yay or nay within these next few days. So he also said that it is common to have more, the sun just really came out well. He said it's really common to have more, bladder spasms and things. He said that's where it's kind of an ongoing thing. And he said if you are kind of experiencing that, to let him know, and he would give me like a sample or even just call in a prescription for something to kind of calm the bladder down. He said that is really common. He said it's what they would diagnose as overactive bladder. He said which can be kind of a temporary situation because the bladder is healing and it has been irritated from that urinary catheter. Even if you didn't feel a whole lot of irritation or pain or discomfort, or if you didn't have bladder spasms while the indwelling catheter was in place, it is possible to have that afterwards, because that was, you know, potentially kind of rubbing against the walls of the bladder. It also irritates the urethra. It's a lot of irritation. One thing he did not talk to me about, which I found interesting, but I guess it's kind of a benign issue, but diet. I have been limiting my coffee intake to about maybe like a good 12-ounce cup in the morning, which, albeit I would probably be better off without any acidic beverages, but I get caffeine withdrawal headaches really badly. So I would say if you can, limit your coffee. I try to, wake up in the morning and drink at least a good full 8-ounce glass of water. Your body needs that water anyway, right? We dehydrate, but even more so. But also I would limit dark colas, or really anything acidic, anything carbonated, even fruit juices. At this point, I do have my little jug that I fill up with about 6 ounces of cranberry juice, and then the rest is just water. That little bit of flavor, for me personally, it helps me drink it, and maybe it's just because it's pink, I don't know, but that does help me to drink the water. He said to shoot for at least, of course, 8-ounce glasses of water a day, which works out to be about 64 ounces of water. It sounds like a lot, but if you just get a big container, whatever works for you, something that you can close up if you need to drive and stuff. I just make that a habit. If you haven't before, try to do that now. Make bringing water with you a habit. It's a good habit, right? Other than that, just letting your doctor know if you are having any bladder irritation. They can call in something for you. They might need to see you again, but they can help you manage that. And more than likely, once you do get that Foley removed, you will have another follow-up with them. So, but yes, definitely. But that is really everything I can think of. Other than that, hopefully it will be a really good experience for you, and I hope you do not have any ongoing pain or discomfort, but please, of course, reach out to your doctor and let them know. I hope to bring another video or two to you guys in the next couple of weeks. But until then, thank you so much. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.